Hi there, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to take a picture of a piece of fabric, a picture from a piece of fabric, a little design that's on this gorgeous piece of fabric that I found at Joann's. It's got little whales on it and it's just so cute. And I'm into everything nautical right now. So we're going to go ahead and just get it from your computer, your phone, or however you get a picture into um, onto your computer. You can also probably scan it into your scanner. I think that somebody said that this morning on our Sew Art group, and she made a really beautiful, um, a really pretty replication of the pattern, which is something that it's kind of what she did is a little bit more advanced. I don't know if I would try something so hard at first, but she looks like she did just fine. Okay, so what we're going to go do, once we have it in Paint, we're going to copy it from your email, copy it into Paint. We're going to go up and we're going to click the Select button and the Freeform Select. And with the Freeform Select, if you zoom in, which is down here on your right-hand side, if you zoom in, you'll be able to get it a lot better and a lot closer, and you won't have so much work to do when you get into Sew Art. I'm kind of lazy, so I don't really like too much tedious work. So you want to get it as close. You don't usually want to make that little mistake of getting it right there, but you want to get it as close as you can. And whenever you get up really close, you can see that there's a lot of pixels in this picture. There's a lot of different mixtures of colors trying to make an image. That makes sense. So from a distance, it looks polka dot and adorable. But up close, it's just all fuzzy and weird. But that's because they're all conglomerating to make your eyes see polka dots. Okay, so we're going to do the Freeform Select. We're going to go in and we're going to hit Select again, Select All, Copy, and we're going to open Sew Art. Mine still says the demo because I'm on my son's computer and I just haven't switched it over yet because I haven't wanted to accept that my computer is actually gone. Okay, problems. Okay, so now we've got it into Sew Art. I'm not going to bother with resizing too much, but it looks like this image is probably right around a medium size, and that's what I did yesterday. I created this entire video yesterday, and then for some reason, whenever I saved it as the wrong file format, and I tried to convert it 10 times, actually just twice, but it took like 2 hours to do conversion each time. But so I'm sorry if it doesn't come out exactly the same as what I did yesterday. But in any case, this is a medium, and that's what's going to be in the pictures that you guys will see of the final product and the picture in the sneak peek. It was a medium size, and I liked that because it was, pretty much half, part of my 4x4 hoop. It was, just a small portion of it. I didn't use so much felt I didn't waste anything yesterday, and I was still able to get what I wanted, I guess is what I'm getting at. So you want it to be around 50 to be medium, 95 if you want it to be a big picture, and 25 if you want it to be small. And those will keep all of your fill stitches and stuff like that still looking really nice. Okay, so we're probably going to have like 255. I was going to say 200 colors, 255 colors. And that's because, like I said, that it's so pixelated trying to make an image focus from far away. So we're going to bring it down to probably about 30 and work from there at first. Okay, so that's a lot of colors. Merge colors tool, I haven't used it a whole lot, but I can explain a little bit. So I know that let's go ahead and zoom in. And I just wanted you guys to know the zoom is all the way down at the bottom, just like in Paint, so that your hands and your eyes and everything can stay coordinated when you're working with the two. I mean, I don't know why that's why they did it, but that's why I wanted to point it out to you. Okay, so we want to take anything that is point, I want that in my whole screen. Hold on. Okay, anything that's 0.0, and just go ahead and merge those with any other colors next to it, or despeckle. If they're just little like this, sometimes despeckle just gets rid of them. And basically what it's doing is it's deleting the color and merging it with the next closest one. Okay, so we're going to do that with this one. You can barely see what they're talking about. So let's despeckle. All right, so let's see, is there any more that are 0.0? Okay, so we can go into, oh, there's a 0.09. Despeckle, despeckle, 0.11. I'm not really sure what the difference between merge and despeckle is. Well, I know despeckle only does a little bit at a time. Actually, that's what it is. Just merges a little bit at a time. Okay, so what color is this? Let's go ahead and merge that. And then we want it to ultimately be this bright color, this 0.82. So we want to merge these two colors for sure. Oh, and it changed the color. Okay, so what happens whenever you click merge is it takes the one on the right and merges it with that one, if that makes sense. So this one, if I was to do that, hit merge, it merges it with the next one up. Okay, so this one, we're going to merge it. It's going to merge with those. And let's see. We want it to be more of this golder color. Not that it even matters because it's all going to be just one color. But we want to get everything in the same shape area. Okay, so sometimes despeckling it makes it a little bit nicer and easier on it. Okay, so merge. There we go. So it merged forward, backwards. It merged and it grabbed all this. So this we want to merge, and this despeckle, merge. Okay, so we really actually don't want that to be that color. So it helps if you click out of whatever you're trying to work with before you hit undo, because it will sometimes keep that screen open and it makes it feel really weird. Okay, let's go down again, sorry. Okay, so one thing you can do whenever you get like this, and I didn't want this to get merged with the last color, I wanted it to merge with this one and it just didn't work out. So I'm not going to cry about it or get upset. I'm going to go in and use my dropper in the fill tool, and I'm going to turn that color into the one I wanted it to. And then this one as well. Anything that you can see that you want to be a part of this. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go back to, okay, so it's showing 15 colors now. Let's click OK. Let's go ahead and also fill our spout because we want to turn this back part white. Well, this part white, all of that, but that's white as well. So let's make this splash a really bright, big color. Okay, and maybe we'll turn him gray. Let's turn him into a gray whale. Okay, let's see if that does anything for us. Okay, we don't want to merge this with that. Yes, we do. Okay, it's probably going to get rid of eyes for us, unfortunately, but okay, we don't want to merge that with anything. We want to merge that. Sorry, I jumped ahead. I think I want to tackle the biggest stuff first. Merge, merge, merge. The goal is to turn this whole thing back here solid so that we can easily convert it to white. And I think we're pretty close to there, so let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Look how nice that looks. Okay, so we didn't get rid of everything, but we can see our little guy a lot better now. Okay, let's go back into Merge Tools. Okay, and let's merge it. 0.06, let's merge it. 0.17, let's merge it. 2.67, merge. We're just going on a merger spree. That's not funny at all, but it's funny. Okay, so this dark blue, let's merge. This, let's merge. And now it's trying to play a trick on us. Okay, so we're going to go out of here now. We have 4 colors. We really just want 1, 2, 3, 4. So the white, the light blue for the water, the blue, and this yellow. And then we're going to do black for the eyes because we're going to do a small satin stitch. This still looks good. Okay, but that's, that's in a second. Okay, so let's click out of Merge Tools. We got our basic shape. He looks like our guy. Let's go back into there. So we're going to use a fill stitch to make polka dots. And it's not going to be exactly the same, obviously. And the polka dots are going to be a little bit interesting. That's the best word I can use. But we can use that fill stitch as well as, I'm not sure what the fill stitch is called in Sew Art just yet, but excuse me, we'll use that to give it a thatched appearance. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so we got our shape, we got our guy. Let's go into the fill bucket and, no, that's not what I meant to do, sorry. Turn that yellow. Okay, and now let's go back into Merge Tools. Let's get rid of that. Why is it doing that? Oh, we can despeckle the yellow. Okay, so that's despeckled like crazy. Let's go ahead and change. Oh, the eyes are gone. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. Okay, let's just change it bright purple. We'll go in here, grab our yellow, merge it. There we go. And then that color, that color. I didn't want it to do that, but that's an easy fix. Let's go in here to that and click. Don't click there. Click that, that, that. Now, if you find that it's too tedious doing this and there's tiny little ones like the whites in there, you can click these speckles. See, there's a little white in there. Okay, and now let's use this dropper. We'll get in there and get those guys. Okay, so it's pretty much what we're going for. We're going to have to look back at the picture and figure out where the eyes go, which is unfortunate. But and it might not be that way whenever you guys go to digitize it. It might be a lot different, easier, but that's just what happened to me, unfortunately. Okay, so we've got this guy. Oh, let's turn his belly gold again. Okay, so we have a gold belly, a blue whale, and we've got our little spouts of water. Okay, and click out of that. We're going to use our brush. Go up here to the brush tool. Freehand stroke, we're going to click black, and we're going to grab one that's a little thick but not too thick. Zoom right in, and I'm just going to look at the fabric instead of trying to switch back and forth. I've got the fabric right next to me. So let's see, part of the eye starts right. Nope, that's a little too low. Okay. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is all for fun, and this is, for stuff that you want to make. And if you do want it to be perfect, by all means, take the time and get in there, use the erase tools, make it perfect. It's a total art. Everybody goes into sew art wanting everything to be really fast and easy, but digitizing really does take, a little bit of getting used to. And once you get used to it, then it becomes fast and easy. But trying to wrap your head around everything is takes a little bit of time. It's been almost a year since I started using sew art, and I'm still using the basic stuff, but that's because I don't put a lot of effort into it. But if you do want to put a lot of effort into it and you want it to be perfect, please, please, please be perfect. I'm just, kind of doing a rough draft. Okay, so now that we've got him all done and taken care of, we should have 1, 2, so 1 is white, 2 is the light blue, 3, 4, 5 colors. So let's go up here and double check. So number of colors for image 5. That means that there's no funky, weird stuff going on. There's no like one shade lighter blue. Sometimes whenever you digitize or use the stitch image and use the auto sew, it will include every tiny little color, and you have a whale that should take 20 minutes to stitch out. it takes 2 hours because you have to change the colors all the time because it's catching everything. So you always want to go in and check your colors and, figure out, make sure that they're full, thick blocks of color. That's what a vector image is. It's full, thick blocks of colors. It's not a lot of little intimate things that is hard to pixelate and hard to, you know, um, keep together whenever you're reducing colors. Okay, so I don't use auto sew ever, but my husband uses it and he loves it. So, okay, so we're in the stitch image. It's the part in all of this that turns it from being an image file into a usable embroidery file. All right, so we're going to do fill stitches today, and we're going to use the drop-down menu to do some cute stitches. So because we had to get rid of all the polka dots that were on the whale to begin with, we're going to go down here and let's see, somewhere on here. I forget what they're called. And I'm probably going faster than I need to, and I probably already passed it. Oh, it's circles. They're calling them circles instead of dots. Okay, so they have circle large, circle medium, circle small. I like the small circles because it makes it look more like the original fabric. So we're going to do the big part first, okay? Whoa, I didn't mean to click clown. That's funny though. Why did it click clown? That's really funny. Okay, small circles. Okay, so there's your small circles. And let's see, there's your small circles. We're going to go ahead and do all of that, and then we're going to do the yellow. We want to do the yellow second so that it can lay on top of the blue threads over here on the edges, okay? This is his little yellow belly. Yeah. Okay, so for this part, because the original one looked like it was kind of like a basket, it was, I call it thatched, but I can't remember what it's called on here. There's so much to remember. But it is on here and it's actually really easy once we find it. Tile? Yep, there it is. Tile number 1. So there's a bunch of different kind of tile you can choose from. You can really do anything you want to, but I want to be as true to the fabric as possible. So I'm going to click the tile, tile 1, and then on the top part, on the little spout of water, I'm just going to use the regular default fill. On small stuff, the cute fills don't really show up very well, so it's kind of a waste of thread. So, okay, so we have those 3 filled, and now we're going to do our eyes. For the eye part, I want to use a skinny satin stitch. All right, so we're going to go up to outline center line. You don't want to go to outline border. If you go to outline border, it's going to put a border around the outside. So, oops. If you hit border outline, let's see if it'll show you. See how it outlines the eye like you would if you were drawing a picture, coloring with crayons, you draw the outline. We don't want that. So we're going to delete that. And we're going to go to outline center line. We don't want a running stitch. We want a satin stitch. And normally I would bump this thing up. If I was doing like an edging, I would bump it up to like 40, 50, 60. Excuse me. But because it's just an eye on a small thing, I'm going to keep it at 15, but I'm going to go ahead and move this over to 2. That's just the length on this is actually the separation between stitches, and if your separation is too big on a satin stitch, you're just going to get the zigzag, like a wide zigzag, and that's not what you want. You want the pretty little tight fill or satin stitch. Okay, so that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and file, save as. On my desktop, I'm going to save a JPG. And that's not going to save the stitch format, and it's not going to save this pretty, showing you what the thatch looks like or any of that. It's just going to save the final 5-color image that we had. Okay, so whale design. There's already whale design picture saved from yesterday. Okay, so we're going to hit save, and then it's going to bring up the save embroidery file. Okay, I'm going to go in here. I want to make sure it's on my desktop, and I'm going to make sure the pattern is where I want it to be. The thread brand, it doesn't really seem to matter much. It just gives you an idea of what to use whenever it's up on the machine. You know, it'll tell you to use certain colors, but just use whatever colors you want. Okay, so I'm going to hit save now that everything is good. Okay, and that's the indication that everything is awesome. You can make this bigger and look at it more, but it gets fainter the bigger you make it. It kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. And these little stripes right here, they do show. And I thought, ooh, that's going to not look good. And this top part looked really weird. I thought there was something wrong with my machine. But it's just because it's trying to do these smaller up at the top, I guess. I don't know. But it looks cool. It ends up coming out really cool. So there's all your thatching and stuff like that in your whale. And I am going to go ahead, and I like to leave it open until it's all stitched out, but today, since I'm not going to restitch it, I'm just going to go ahead and close everything and say thank you to you guys. I really, 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 really appreciate the encouragement. I've been having so much fun making these videos, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. Please, you know, post pictures. Let me know what kind of cool stuff you came up with. I love looking at what people who are better than me have done because it gives me ideas of where to go next. And I would really, really, really love to see some stuff. Alrighty, talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Okay, so first I loaded everything onto my machine, loaded the design onto my machine, and then I hooped my fabric or hooped my stabilizer, and then I just floated the piece of felt, and I didn't use glue or anything like that. Felt once your stitches get started, once the underlay gets on there, it doesn't really shift a whole lot, and it never really bunches. So you don't really have to glue it or do anything like that. So here's, you know, it's sewing out the top, and you can't really tell the circles in there, but they're in there. And it's got all these interesting lines in the circle, around the circles. So it made it really textured and really cool. So here it is all printed out and matching the guy up there. And I twisted it somehow in the picture I took, or I must have taken a picture of a different side, but this is basically the same guy. So I'm going to have a close-up coming up. There you go. So you can see the circles. Maybe choose a different fill stitch. Uh, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just too small for this fill stitch, but I kind of actually liked it. And the thatching and stuff. And if you use a lighter color in the background, it won't show through as well either, or make it look so much like lines and things. But there's the little basket weave. And this is a really small image, so that's probably why you're not seeing a lot of the texture, but it's totally adorable. I hope you guys liked this, and I hope it was helpful and informational. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.